Hi everyone, in today's video I am going to do my updated base makeup routine with all the tips and tricks to make it look more and more like skin and less cakey. This is going to be a zoomed in tutorial and very relaxing. So let's get started. I'm starting with a sunscreen. This is my current favorite sunscreen. I use it every day. It's the beauty of Joseon sunscreen. I have found my perfect sunscreen. I'm not experimenting with more sunscreens after this. This is so light. It has SPF 50 PA+++++, and it's just perfect for every occasion. You can wear it under makeup. It doesn't pill at all and no white cast. I mean, can you see that texture? It has this light, watery consistency that spreads really well on the skin. It has not got any particular fragrance, so this is just a very lightweight, fuss-free sunscreen. For primer, I'm using the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer Base. This is a blurring primer. It doesn't mattify my skin a lot, especially on top of this sunscreen. This can prevent creasing. It feels very silky and is silicone free if I remember correctly. It's also a little hydrating, I'd say. This gives a soft focus finish to your skin. For foundation, I'm using the Shambor My Match Skin Fusion Foundation. This is a serum foundation. I love serum foundations, but the only thing I don't like about them is that most of them transfer and are either too glowy or oily. But that's not the case with this foundation. This and the one from Kiro are my favorite serum foundations. These are the only two serum foundations I like using. Shambor launched the foundation in 20 shades, which is amazing. This blends so easily and it gives you the airbrushed finish. This looks flawless on my skin. This has sheer to medium buildable coverage. It gives a glazed look without feeling oily and transferring too much. For concealer, I'm using the Smashbox Halo Perfecting Pen. This I think is in the shade M20N. It's a neutral shade, perfect for concealing. You might want to get a lighter shade if you want to highlight, obviously if you are NC40. This concealer is one of the most natural finish concealers I tried. It has medium coverage, you can build it up as well. I know people generally don't like this kind of packaging, but I really like it. I don't like using too much of any concealer, and that's the key to making your makeup look more skin-like. You want little layers of coverage all around the face instead of packing the product at once. On top of the concealing shade, I'm adding a little bit of highlighting shade, especially on my under eyes, just to highlight it a little bit. Now this is a very creamy, blendable concealer, but it does settle in my smile lines. If you smile or laugh a lot, this is going to crease in smile lines very easily. I try to apply the least amount around my mouth for covering pigmentation. For blending, I'm using my PAK 218 brush. For blending the product on my under eyes, I'm using the Prosh Celestial Super Soft Sponge. This concealer also doesn't set easily, so you can apply it and leave it for a few minutes before blending. It will still blend easily. For bronzer, I'm using the liquid bronzer from Revolution. As I said, I want a very dewy glazed finish. This is a very lightweight dewy bronzer. It shears out a lot, it just gives a soft definition to your face. I'm using the PAK 345 brush to blend this in. This is my go-to bronzer for a dewy look. I avoid using powder bronzers for looks like this. I feel creams and liquids look more skin-like and dewy. For a glazed or a dewy look, you need to pick the right products. There is a very fine line between looking dewy and looking oily. If you pick the wrong products, your makeup will be all over the place, it will transfer and can make your skin produce excessive oil. I'll also say that dewy makeup look is more about skin prep than the foundation or concealer or anything like that. For blush, I'm using the liquid blush from Flower Beauty. This is the Blush Bomb. The shade that I'm using here is Melon, and it is kind of similar to Joy from Rare Beauty. This is the bright peachy pink shade that doesn't wash me out. It has a dewy finish. I just love this color. I'm using the Cups and Lashes Angled Foundation brush here. For setting my face, I'm using the Ruby's Organics Compact. I don't set my whole face, just the under eyes and smile lines. For my eyes, I'm using the NYX Epic Smoke Liner. I'm applying it very close to my upper lash line and smudging it out. The leftover on the brush goes in the crease under my eyes. Then I'm just going to curl my lashes and use the Sky High mascara from Maybelline. It's waterproof, so it's not easy to remove with micellar water. Only use a cleansing oil or balm to remove this. For my lips, I'm using the Plump Me Up Lip Serum from Makeup Revolution. And finally, this is the key to my flawless base, a setting spray. This is the NYX Matte Finish setting spray, but it isn't very mattifying. This just blends all the layers on my face and has a very natural finish. You don't want to use a dewy finish setting spray on top of all these products, and definitely don't use anything with shimmer or pearl particles. So this is the finished look. And I request you to leave some video suggestions for me in the comments. And that's it. Subscribe if you like my content and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.